Hi, my name is Diana Aguirre, and I am a school psychologist. And after networking for 2 years within the boxing community, I have noticed that there's this big rhetoric around the need for mental health support, and not only that, also the resistance to get this support. So I was really interested, and me wanting always to be of service. I was like, okay, what could I do for the boxing community? So, we start with youth, which will become the adults. So I put on my thinking cap, I started doing research, and this is what I found is that poverty is a major risk for mental health issues. Poverty is a factor that can put children at risk for mental health issues. Majority of professional boxers come from impoverished upbringings. According to Hemmings and Holder, it is also important to recognize that boxers who turn professionals will have developed their craft in an amateur gym, and that almost 75% of boxing clubs are located in the most deprived parts of the country, with 25% in the deprived neighborhoods where social inequality and risk of physical and mental health issues are high. So, how can we combat mental health issues within low SES and underserved communities? Well, one way is by providing free mental health support through nonprofit organizations such as the one that I'm proposing, and by guiding and connecting families with appropriate community resources. The help is out there, the resources out there are, are, are out there. However, families don't know that these exist, and that's why we're going to bring awareness to the communities and connect them. Also, what can group counseling do for youth? So I propose that I will do the group counseling for children. It can teach youth how to appropriately and effectively regulate their emotions, because this is part of having a healthy and strong mental health. So we mold their brains when they're young, because they will become the future boxers, the future athletes, combat sports. So we prepare them as youth and create this culture of mental health strength. So I want to do this and inspire other mental health professionals to do the same. And I could only start. I'm going to start piloting within the low SES communities. I'm start my own, and then see how it goes and grow and inspire, so that we have this positive mental health climate within the boxing community. But first, this is the beginning. This is where it starts here. Okay. So I propose to doing this by evidence-based programs, which is one of them is the zones of regulations. The zones of regulations is certainly a practice based on evidence and has shown positive, measurable outcomes across multiple studies and applications in clinical practice and school-based settings. In this case, I want to do in gyms, local gyms, and I want to set up the groups there. Also, the skill streaming was originally developed by Dr. Arnold and Dr. Allen. It is a highly acclaimed, evidence-based as well and pro-social skills training program that builds social-emotional competencies for students. And here is a visual of what these programs look like for the skill streamings here on the left. The approach is by modeling, role-playing, performance feedback, and generalization. And then the zones of regulation gives the students variety tools and strategies for regulating pro-social, emotional, and self-care and overall wellness. It's a whole full curriculum, different activities to teach children's, very creative. Sorry, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna go fast over these parts. I want to pilot the zones of regulation. It's going to be an 8-week program. And then after that's done, I'll pilot the skill streaming curriculum. You could see here, I will give before and after rating scales to parents, students, and the coaches for both programs. So we start one and then begin the other. Have all this data, and that's where I come in and analyze all the data and see the outcome, that we have a positive outcome, and what we could do better so that as we go to different gyms, it improves over time. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Here are my references from the information. Feel free to go over it again and ask me any questions. Again, thank you very much.